The Gimped.
Howdy, y'all. This is Charleene Lumpkin down in Brofick, Louisiana, giving y'all some more advice. All right, what do you need?
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, just jiggle the receiver up and down there. I think we got a loose connection.
Click, click, click. Hello?
Yeah, that's good. I can hear you now.
Oh, there you are, Charlene. Anyway, what I got going on is my oldest son's giving me a lot of grief. And he's got some bad friends, you know, and he's kind of hanging around. He's listening to them. He's getting into trouble. And I keep wanting to whomp his backside for him. And my wife says he's much too old for that. And I said, you know, if that was me when I was a kid, I'd have got a wallop like you wouldn't believe. I remember some of my friends, when they'd act up, my dad would say, just give me 5 minutes with that kid and I'll straighten his butt out.
Yeah, well, maybe you just ought to do what your daddy said and just whomp your son's ass, and he'll behave. Sometimes that's all it takes nowadays. There's too many people not doing that. They just say, oh no, I don't want to hurt my kid. Well, you're hurting him more by not whomping his ass, getting him to smarten the hell up.
I think you might be right, but there, you know, there's a line where you go too far. What you got to do is just remember, one or two quick ones and let it go with that. He's learned his lesson, not like some of these people just get so angry and they take out everything. You know, they're mad at their wife and the kid's acting up, so let's wallop the kid, and because, you know, the kid will, you know, you can wallop the kid, but, you know, you never know. Some of these women's is pretty tough.
Well, hell, I sure as hell am. All right, y'all need any more advice?
No, Charlene, I think you give me some pretty good ideas there, and I know I'm going to deal with the kid. I'm going to give him an alternator and tell him that if he doesn't smarten up, I'm going to wallop him. And, you know, usually if you give him a decent alternator, that's all it takes.
Yeah, that's what my daddy said about the tractor. Anyone else, y'all, need advice?
Hello?
Yeah, you there? I can barely hear you. You gotta speak up.
Hello? Charlene? Is that Charlene?
Yeah, this is Charlene. What you want?
Well, I'm having trouble with my family. I married a beautiful lady, and we's really happy. But unfortunately, Ma and Pa don't like her. My brothers don't like her. My sisters don't like her. And her ma don't like me neither. The only one that likes me is her dad. But then I think it might be because every time I go over to visit, I'll take him a bottle. And I don't mean a baby bottle.
You just taking him a bottle? You taking everyone a bottle?
Maybe next time I should take him a bottle and take her a bottle of wine. You never know. Will that work?
I don't know. You might even gotta get a bigger still if you want to have a family now.
That's true. I definitely need more income. And I'm pretty good at driving too. Kind of try and haul my own. And I got a couple of cousins that wanted to get in on it, but I don't trust them too much. I think they drink up all the profits.
Yeah, well, maybe just after we're done here, just stay on the line. I might want to get your information. I don't want to say it on that in case them feds is watching or listening. But you know, worst comes to worst, you two use your own family. So the rest of your family don't like it. Well, that's too bad for them. I can't really give too much advice there. They's already watching Larry a little bit. I don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, I just don't know.
Well, I think we're just about out of time, but I really want to get this guy's information. There anything else you'll need?
Make kites, you know, and fly them and stuff. And this one time I made this great big kite. And you know, it was huge, eh? Like, I'm talking like size of a sheet of plywood. And I used the swather canvases, and Dad, he was pretty upset about that because I cut them up to the right shape. But I jumped off the roof of the barn. And when I jumped off the roof of that there barn, I flew for at least 50 feet. Of course, the barn was 40 feet high, and I flew good, but I wasn't able to do it for about 6 months after, and then finally I could start moving a little bit, but that was sore. Anyway, thanks so much, Charlene, and
Alright, thanks a lot now. This is Charleene Lumpkin in Brofick, Louisiana, and I don't know nothing about no moonshining. Take care, y'all.